Dude, I'm out of breath. This is Danny.
This is Pike.
And this is Dual Vibes. Pike, familiar faces. Where are we at right now,
We're
bro?
back in the OG studio right now for episode 19. Episode 19. It's crazy.
One more till 20, bro. That'd be 5 months.
5 months in. Non-stop. Every week. We ain't missed. We've moved some days to do the podcast, but we haven't missed posting that podcast.
It's come close. Like, it's been, like, last minute we do it, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
still
you've
on
been up
time.
late Wednesdays or right after work on Thursdays trying to get it done. So
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we're back in the OG spot today. So, you know, we got the OG whiteboard. We're just going back to when we started the podcast. So,
yeah.
you know,
So
it's been
good.
a journey. It's been a
Back to
journey.
basics.
And, you know, a little bit of what we're going to be talking about today is kind of, you know, going back to the OG. So, topics for today, you want to read them off, bro?
Yeah. So the first topic we have is facing your fears worth the reward.
Kind of ties into this a little bit, huh?
Duh. And then we're gonna talk about generational perspective. Because
Elaborate on that a little bit. That's just kind of like how our parents saw the, you know, what life's about, and then like kind of like how we see it, and like how is that different? Because, you know, obviously we both got different parents. We're brothers, but we're not blood brothers. Well, we are blood brothers.
yeah,
But we're
I
not DNA.
agree.
But yeah, just kind of like things that they say to us, and they're like, "Well, why are you doing that when this is what we did?" Kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, just generational.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about that because it goes pretty far back. This generation, obviously. But you go ahead and do the quote of the day because we have one of those today. So you're gonna go ahead and say that one because it's all about.
Quote of the day. Faith over. So I got this tattoo. It was spontaneous. $100 too. Like,
I didn't know that.
yeah, it was only $100.
No, I didn't know it was spontaneous either.
Oh yes, like literally, I was just sitting in my bed one night and I was like, full tattoo bicep. Literally, that's what I looked up on Google, and it said faith over fear, and then I like read into it, and it means a lot. So
It's a good one.
basically, like what I think about it is like, you gotta have faith over fear of like what you're gonna be doing in your life. So you gotta have the faith over the fear of like what the outcome's gonna be. Because even if you fail, at least you trusted yourself enough and you overcame the fear to at least try it. So
Yeah, I agree. I've seen a quote like it ties into that kind of a little bit. It says, "There's two ways to live. It's either like fear of the outcome or doing it." And I'm completely botching that, but like it's the fact that you're either gonna live life in fear and not experience everything, or you're gonna go ahead and try it because at the end of the day, it says a lot of things. You have one life, so go ahead and live it. So chance to live in fear.
and then like the one that we always live by is like one day or day one.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love
that one.
Yeah. I think we said that in our very first podcast.
Because that was day one, baby. That was day one.
January 1st. Man, New Year's.
Yeah, man. We stayed in that night too.
Yeah.
Think about all the fun we missed.
Yeah.
Psych.
No, we didn't miss it. We grew something.
Facts.
4,200 subs and countless amount of like interaction with people, meeting with people, selling merchandise. Like this all happened in 3 months.
Like even when we're just like out and about and recording, like when we went to our Fort Lauderdale trip, we met like so many people, and we actually got a TikTok posting tonight, which is Tuesday. But like the guy walked up, he's like, "I love these guys." You never
Yeah.
even met us before,
Yeah.
and then like subscribed to us, followed our TikTok and stuff. So it's just dope meeting people like that. So
It is.
it's the clout you get from the camera.
For sure. They see the camera and they instantly like, oh, they must be podcasting. They must do videos. I think that more so they want to see themselves on camera, and then they're gonna tell some friends, and then growth.
Yo, bro, look, I was on this TikTok,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, he's gonna. We should have got his name because I would love him to see
Kevin.
that.
His name's Kevin.
I would like his full
Oh yeah.
his socials and stuff because we.
Sent him a shirt. He
Dude's crazy.
randomly get one. Be like, "Cool vibes entertainment."
Dude was feeling himself.
Yeah.
But y'all see that in the video when you're posting. He starts dancing and stuff.
With that being said, like, check out the TikTok, Dual Vibes Entertainment on TikTok.
Yes.
Follow the socials,
Yeah.
Instagram, Snapchat, all that stuff. So, you know. So, like, it's not on the board, but we've been talking about this for a couple of days, and you, like, mentioned it the other day to me, and I was, like, doing some research. So, like, it goes with the facing fear. Guys, it's a trend. One gorilla versus 100 men. Like, what do you got to say about this, bro?
So at first when I seen this, I was just scrolling and I seen it and I'm like, 100 men? Come on. Like 100, like I'm thinking of me and I'm not like this strong, amazing person like that. But I'm like 100 of me, like that's a lot. You know, I could stop some stuff with 100 of me. So I was thinking, like, yeah, definitely. And then the more in depth I got into it, and then I started reading on gorillas because you never know. Like, you know, I'm just looking into gorillas and to find out they can weigh 900 to 1,300 pounds full grown, strength of hundreds of men, and they run 25 miles an hour.
Bro, that's
25 miles
fast.
an hour.
That's fast.
So if I had to side with that, I don't care what the reward is on that. I'm gonna have to back out of that, because you're not winning. You're
So-
not winning.
So like I never thought about it. Like this is one of my perspectives, right? I'm gonna demonstrate on camera, but think about how a gorilla stands and think about how we stand right when we fight. Ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Southpaw type stance.
Gorillas like this. Like automatic advantage right there to how that gorilla's standing.
But but the thing is, even when a gorilla is standing like that, like hunched over on his knuckles, whatever, they're still as tall as us. They're taller than us.
Exactly.
Bro, their head is the size of. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I think even if 50 of me and 50 of you jumped on that gorilla,
Yeah, he's carrying us.
he's not. He's
Yeah.
just gonna stand straight up.
Yeah.
And then he'll just go.
Boom, boom. It's true. It's true. Like I've seen, like you guys like look it up on like they have like dang, what's it called? They do like they have AI that create videos of it. Theoretically, if 100 men face the gorilla, the gorilla just destroys 100 men without even we're not even trying. It just like bashes the ground and like you're dead.
Even for like $1 trillion, like, hey, if you survive, you get $1 trillion.
Yeah,
it's
no.
not worth it.
No.
No weapons, no nothing. Just bare knuckles going 1-on-1, 1v100 with a gorilla.
Yeah.
No strategies taking them out.
No, 'cause you can't even. You have 100 men. You like 100 men can't even get to that gorilla at once. You know what I'm saying? So
Like, what if they pound the ground?
Yeah.
Like, are we falling? Is that like an earthquake?
I don't think it's earth. It's definitely shaking for sure if you're close enough. But if you're under that double fist, boom. If you're under that,
Breaking your
you're
leg.
done.
Anything. Breaking your skull.
Oh, it's like exploding. It's like it's crazy.
You know those, dude, remember when we were kids and we had those like Hulk gloves?
Yeah.
Like how
Yeah,
big
yeah.
they were?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 of those, that's the gorilla's hands. Bro, like that is the gorilla's hands.
We have no shot.
No matter what, like he could just spin in a circle and he
Yeah.
wouldn't get dizzy. He would
Yeah.
just fuck us up.
I wonder if it's gonna be like I wonder if someone's ever gonna try that.
They'll probably come up with something where you got to sign a waiver. If you die, we're not at fault.
That's crazy.
And people will do it.
They probably do that in other countries or something. They said if Mr. Beast was evil, you know how he does all those game shows? They said if he was evil, he'd have that as a sign up.
Oh, he'll have it one day. He'll have it one day. And it's like those Indian like head massages for $1.
You did one of those to John.
I know, bro. Did one of those to my aunt, dude. She just sat there. She's like, "Wow, this feels good."
You're just like slapping her and putting her in the forehead.
And I'm like,
Dude, people like pay like $0.25 to do that too.
it's so funny, bro. But their economy is way different. So.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So final verdict on that: I'm not joining the
I'm
gorilla.
not participating.
versus
I'd
100.
watch.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I could watch. It might get gruesome, but even ChatGPT said it's gonna be a bloodbath. And
What if it's like one gorilla versus 100 monkeys? You think the monkeys have a chance? Because they're monkeys, so like they kind of
maybe.
like
They're probably they're stronger. I think monkeys are stronger regardless. So maybe
and
100
they got
monkeys.
like long ass
Yeah.
arms.
That's possible. They'd probably be hanging on and stuff. But a human, the only advantage we have, because we know what we're doing, and gorillas do too for the most part, but we are smarter, but I still don't think we could. Even going for the eyes and stuff like that, I don't think we can get to the eyes.
Yeah, no.
Dude, not a shot.
Even if you poke its eye, it's just gonna piss it off.
Yeah, he's just going to start swinging.
Yeah, like even if he can't see, he's just we're still dead. So definitely
No,
not risking that one. I'm gonna fear over faith on that one. So
Fear of faith and fear of reward. You're not going to pay me enough. Not even like a life's fortune. I just can't
yeah,
because you
like,
wouldn't get to see it.
I could buy anything I want for the rest of my life. I'm good.
Yeah. Not enough C8s are going to get Danny in that ring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Bro. Yo, bro, you can get your dream CA. You take on this gorilla with 100 men, but you
No.
got to lead it. Yeah, I'm gonna
First
be the
one.
first one to walk away,
Yeah.
buddy.
I'm watching everyone get beat up, and then number 100 is walking away.
They don't tell me like I signed the waiver, and it says somewhere in the waiver like I'm like trapped in
You're
a
locked
cage.
in.
Bro. I'd be like, oh, I'm locked in. I got to be
I'm
locked
locked.
in.
I'm locked. Yeah.
I'm locked. I'm
They
always
lock the
locked.
cage. You're like, what are you doing?
That'd be so
Locking the
fucked.
cage.
Yeah. So definitely not
So no,
taking on the gorilla.
guys, no, just no.
So what? Let's come up with something like facing the fear that would be worth the reward. And I think it's something that we're doing right now. This podcast.
Yeah, you're I don't know what this would be called. There's a thing for this. It's a like public. It's not even embarrassment, but public embarrassment or like worried about the fear of the public eye.
Yep.
You know, people making fun of us for a podcast or saying you guys are dumb. What are you doing?
Which honestly, a lot of people have made fun of us, but
Yeah, I mean, this is number 19, so it didn't do
like,
anything.
what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, even if we're just like,
You're at home watching this podcast. That's what.
yeah, like it's all love. It's all love. It's all love.
Yeah.
So something that would be like facing the fear is worth the reward is something like this, you know, because this could be life changing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
not even life changing for us. We've talked about this on the podcast. Just life changing for anyone. Like, if someone gets a smile out of it, you know that's going to benefit us and that's going to
It's worth
benefit
it.
them. So, you know, any way to change someone's mood is in a positive way is definitely worth the risk. So
yeah, it was definitely a fear to start this, but we went ahead and went with it. Other fears, like other people go like fear of like heights and stuff. They go skydiving. People have rewards out of that. They say they've never lived like that before in their life when they jump out of a plane, which I think is crazy. I don't know if I'd ever do it, but that fear, the reward of it is seeing the world, like legit, you're just falling, free falling. That's a reward. You know what I'm saying? That life, the feeling of life.
my biggest thing about like skydiving, like, okay, so you are like most of the time you're flying with someone's on your back. Okay.
Yeah. If you're not professional and stuff, yes.
What happens if both y'all pass out?
Yeah. That wind hitting you in the face, you not being able to breathe,
Scared?
anxiety, whatever it is. Yeah, you can pass out and then you will never wake up because you're hitting the ground.
Yeah, like literally. I'm like,
Yeah.
wake up.
The ground.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
That'd be
that's-
so terrible.
You can go out that way. I think if I'm older, so I would never go skydiving, probably. Not until like live my life. I'm like 80.
Bro's
family's
80
happy.
jumping out of a
Yeah.
plane.
I think that's the only time I'm gonna jump out of a plane. Like I get scared, I don't know, climbing like to go down like a water slide at Volcano Bay or something. I'm at the top, I'm looking over, I'm like, yo, this is kind of crazy.
Yes, bro. So I've never been to Volcano Bay, but like I've been to Aquatica and like
Yeah.
even the thing that just drops straight down.
I've done that at a Volcano Bay.
I won't.
It's scary.
I won't.
But I did that.
I went down a slide. So they have 3 of them that jump straight down and then there's a slide. I
Yeah.
always go down the slide. And the
Yeah.
slide is the fastest one.
Yeah.
But
Still scary.
I'm not letting something bro.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro.
So it's a fear, but it's the reward some people get out of it. It's worth it. So I think it's all on is the reward worth it, and are you willing to put whatever's at risk? The fear.
Another one that I really still want to do, and I've been talking about it for a long time, is moving out of my hometown. Especially since I just had to install a whole Ring camera system on my house.
Security system. So don't
I got my eyes on you.
every angle.
Literally,
I've
every
seen it.
angle.
It's a serious cameras.
Yeah, but we got more than that. So it's the whole street. So
Yeah.
no, like literally, everyone
That's
on that
true.
street is ready.
That's true.
Oh, dude.
Nowadays, like you can go to whoever you want, and you can see from different angles from a whole block.
All the neighbors know everything. They're looking. They're on the lookout.
Yeah.
So we know your next move. So yeah, so it would be moving out of your hometown. Like
Yeah.
I failed to do that yet. And I really still just want to do it because I think it would open up.
Oh,
everything
of
in life.
course.
So
Yeah, different set, different scenery, different lifestyle, depending on where you go. I've lived in a few different areas. I don't know if so I lived in St. Pete for a little bit, and I moved back to my hometown area for like family reasons. But it was cool living down there. It's nice in certain areas, but it's different. It's a different.
the expenses too. Man. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing that's been like holding me off because like everything just skyrocketed.
It's getting a lot higher, to be honest, a lot higher. So
Yeah, like
them tariffs.
rent and I just read something that China backed out.
Did they?
Yep,
Did not see that.
They cleared the 125% tariffs.
Damn.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. I have to read more into that.
I know Trump was trying to What's it called when they push something through really fast? Starts with an E. Not execute. I don't.
Executive order.
Kind of. He's pushing through the drilling in like the ocean and stuff like that, trying to find more minerals and for materials, so we don't have to use China and stuff. So they're not like the leading thing in the world to get stuff from. I sound like an idiot talking about this because I don't really know much about it.
Me neither.
But he's pushing it through where we're trying to get our own materials and stuff, so we're not using cross seas and stuff like that to lower prices.
And that's something too that ties in because we haven't had a president drop tariffs in my lifetime.
Dude, the first week he was in office again, he was talking about Gulf of America.
Dude was balls to the wall.
he was not scared to just put it out there. So it's different for us, and I think it's a good thing. You know
Kudos to him, man. I mean,
Yeah.
he's trying something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
That's the whole point of being the president.
That's
So,
true.
that's why I'm running here soon. Not anytime soon, but
You
just
gotta be 45
yeah,
to
no.
run. So he's out a couple years.
Yeah, so we'll make it.
Wait till that podcast drops.
President, VP over here. We'll change America and we'll get us in the right direction.
Golf of vibes.
Golf of vibes. I love it. Golf of vibes.
But yeah, that man has no fear. So I think it just depends on your lifestyle.
So yeah, so the facing the fear of worth the reward that ties into the quote of the day. Just faith over fear. There's always a reward on it, and even if the reward is learning that you shouldn't do that, like that's
knowledge, and you tried it.
dang, that kind of ties in something that's going on right now.
What's going on right now?
The dude, he didn't have fear to try it out.
Who? Him?
You know who?
Yeah.
The security system.
He had no. He might just not known. He doesn't. You might not know. That might affect it too.
And now
It might have a higher fear now.
wasn't worth the reward.
No.
But moving on to generational perspective. So, I mean, the quickest way to start this one off is like the 9 to 5. So, like, obviously, our generation is so like against the 9 to 5, and the people that are, it's not a bad thing because obviously we need people everywhere working and doing things. But
Yeah.
there's a lot more entrepreneurs nowadays than there was, obviously 30 years ago.
Yeah.
My dad's never mentioned starting a business ever, and obviously we're here trying to start one. We did start one. We're trying to grow it. So
Yeah, I think it definitely changed of what like a business starting means. Because back in his day, starting a business might have been a lawn service or a tree company or a little store, something like that, like a bakery.
Yep.
But nowadays, people are like, I'm gonna start a business, and it's all online. It's just like being an entrepreneur or just being a vlogger and stuff like that. So I think it just changes with time. I think technology is advancing, so it's going to change.
yeah, just social media, and then obviously we got robots that are like doing shit for us now. So
Crazy.
it's just like
You got Ubers that drive themselves.
in a Tesla.
Yeah.
You're joking.
Yeah, they have like in cities and stuff like that, they have cars that drive themselves for Ubers.
I thought someone had to be in the cars.
no.
Oh, so they programmed this to
Yeah.
just drive. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something that came up because one was driving on the wrong side of the road with a passenger in it. That's
Bro, imagine driving an
imagine?
Uber. You're like in the back seat. Yo, where are we
after
going,
a night
bro?
out.
Where are we going, bro? Yo, dude, why is there headlights? Oh shit.
Yeah, no, it's like so it's just technology advances and somebody's making money by not even being in the car anymore. They just purchased this car and now it drives itself and now they're
It's just wild. Like that is just crazy to think about. Like, yo, I'm gonna buy this $30,000 car.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
And then if you buy this $30,000 car that drives itself, it's gonna pay itself off. At some point it will pay itself off.
That scared me a little bit.
Get some alerts, you know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
got
sorry guys. No, we're all good. Yeah.
$30,000 car.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about like $30,000 car and then like, all right, well, I'm gonna trust this little robot to drive people around. Like, is that a like how do you get like insurance for that? Like, how do you explain that
know,
to
actually.
insurance?
I don't know.
Like, hey, I'm gonna buy this car. I'm gonna use it as Uber. I'm gonna get paid for it, but I'm not gonna be in the car.
Yeah. It might be just a certain company able to do it. Maybe like Tesla has to be like running it. So
There you go.
But I don't know if you can personally buy a Tesla and be like, this thing's gonna run my Uber business for me. But it's gonna come to that point for sure. I guarantee it. Right now, I think I was somewhere. I don't know where I was at, but just walking around and there's this like robot driving around on the sidewalk delivering food. I think Pizza Hut actually had. Is it Pizza Hut? They have a robot that just delivers food. They put the pizza in and it just drops it off.
I mean, it's smart. You ain't got to pay drivers, I
Yeah.
guess, but
That's what it's coming to. People aren't. Their jobs are getting taken from robots. You don't got to pay them.
so a robot drives. A robot gets out of the car, delivers it to the door.
No.
So they have to come get it from the car,
No. It's not. In this situation, it's not a car. It's just a little robot.
and it walks it.
It's on like tracks. It's not on a track. It's like on like a tank has tracks.
Yeah.
Like, or wheels, whatever. And it just goes down the sidewalks wherever it's going. I'm gonna look it up and find out. But yeah, no, they have Domino's. Legit just has a self-delivering little vehicle.
So how like is it? This has to be in like a city.
It's a city, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not out here. And
I was about to say you're gonna see a damn robot going 30 miles an hour down the road delivering pizza. Get out of the way, please.
yeah, no, but yeah, no, they have. Yeah, it's crazy. But like, they're doing that, and then they're not paying. They don't have to pay for it.
I mean that is smart, but that's like what we're getting to. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of jobs are gonna get replaced,
Mm-hmm.
and there's only gonna be certain positions in that job, and like what do you have to do? Like, what are the requirements to get those jobs? And I feel like back in the day, a lot of business owners had to get college degrees. I
Yeah.
feel like nowadays you don't even need a college degree to start a business. Like,
That's a huge
literally.
argument too. Yeah, you
Like,
don't.
I don't know what it was like back in when my mom and dad were going to school. Like, I don't know, to start like a bakery, like you were talking about. Like, do you have to have 4 years of college? You have to AA, like
Right.
bachelor's. Like, what do you have to have?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming just to get that loan and stuff, and then you need to make sure you know what you're talking about. I mean, it's never hurting to get a degree, regardless, like nowadays or not, because knowledge is knowledge. Can't go wrong with it, but it's not necessary anymore now. You can make $100,000 with no degree.
Yeah, and you can like learn everything online.
Yeah,
Buying a course,
everything online.
which some of those are scams, but
That's another way to make money. Generational, you'd never think it, but people are online saying, "Hey, buy my course." They're like millionaires.
yeah, and then I think we're gonna start a course that says how to be dope. And we're
How
just-
to be dope?
and it's just 5 slides on a PowerPoint, $20.
Just random topics to be dope. People,
Say electric.
people would buy it if we were popular enough. I guarantee people would just buy it just to see what it is.
Yeah, it's $20. Honestly, we'll do a 50% discount lifetime. $10.
TikTok shop. Don't check it out.
Yeah, TikTok shop's dope. We do got a lot of shirts on there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we're
we
still
still-
working on the leggings, like Pike was talking about.
Yeah,
But
just gotta go through different companies and stuff like that and link it together. I mean, that's it as well. People are selling stuff and you don't even have to have it in your possession anymore. It kind of just goes through different companies and then it gets shipped off to whoever bought it.
drop shipping,
It's
yeah,
different.
that's like the moneymaker.
It's
And
different.
trading,
nowadays.
I know
Yeah.
trading's like a big thing now. Still have no idea. Like I've
Like
looked
stocks,
at charts.
you mean?
Yeah, I've looked at charts of like day trading.
That's been around for so long, but yeah, that's not going nowhere because, yeah.
Like I'll
that's
be like, all right,
worldwide.
so you want to watch this height, and then it's gonna dip, and then you want to keep, or you want to keep analyzing the dips and the
Yeah.
highs, and you just want to keep, and then once you draw a straight line, you're good. You know when to. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I drop 100 bands on that. You know,
Gone.
I'm losing it.
Gone.
I did it one time. So
100 bands?
no,
Holy shit.
I did 5,000. I got my student loans. And I'm like, Mom, watch this.
No, flip it.
We're gonna do a quick flip. Freaking Dogecoin. No, Shiba. It was Shiba.
Oh, okay. Those was
like-
first in Sheep, I think.
I was like, watch this, Mom. 5K into Shiba. Dude,
That's crazy. You put,
swear to God,
dude.
just fucking declined.
Yeah, no. You
I
can't
got
do
all the way
that.
down to like 3,900. I pulled out right
What were
away.
you on? Like Robinhood?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't do that.
My mom was like, you just lost $1,100 just like that. What the fuck are you doing, Danny? I'm like,
thought you could flip it. Because people make it online, they make it seem like it's all good, but no.
yeah, I should have just. I feel like if I would have kept that in there, it would have been up by now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what it is right now. I have some like stock, like penny stocks in there, and I don't know what it's at. Like XRP, whatever it is. That last one.
Yeah,
we went
XRP,
into.
yeah.
I have money in that one, and I haven't even looked at it.
It got all the way up to like $3.10. Now it's at like $2.30.
Yeah, lost money.
But but I bought it at 180. So like technically, I'm still not losing money, but
yeah,
yeah, it's probably gonna dip.
but people have done that for generations. That's something that's probably not going away. And if you haven't seen Wolf of Wall Street, you can go watch it. And that's a crazy ass movie. You can see like the life that they live. And that was in 2000, like I don't know, 2005.
Yeah.
I don't even know. But so
But, like,
it's still the same way.
That's like my dad asked me all the time. Danny, like you're always like buying all this shit. Like, how you buying? I'm just like, I rug pull meme coins. He's like, what does that mean? I was like,
You know,
buy my course, bro. It's called Rug Pulling with Danny.
be dope.
Be dope. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like life's changed so much, and the values and traits of what our parents used to live, like everything is like 100% different. Like we can even go like a little bit off topic, like generational perspective, like having a girlfriend. Like what does that even mean anymore? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
It's hard to have any of that.
girlfriend back in the day, like you met this girl and like you guys were like this, bro.
Mhm.
You guys were like this. Like even though my dad's like, yo, we deal with the same shit back then. I'm like, no, you don't. All right. All right,
different.
now you can just download Snapchat. You can literally find anyone.
Yeah.
Dude, I could find Keith Pike if I didn't know Keith Pike.
Yeah.
Just by searching and scrolling hours. I could just
Everything's
scroll.
online now. Everything.
It's like that aspect, like
I think it's growing so fast, and it's not necessarily always a good thing. I think, people say like I was born in the wrong generation and stuff like that because they wish it was like back in the day when things were a lot more simple, which is true. But I don't see everything being a good thing as in generational perspective, like on our side right now.
yeah, like Bonnie Blue.
Like Bonnie
Dude,
Blue.
do you see how many people are like her now?
It's crazy. Yeah. No, they post and they think they're getting clout from it, and it's working strangely. Like, but
Because
I don't.
it's a dude.
Yeah, I just don't understand it.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we're gonna bash her on that. Actually, it's crazy. How's that?
Like we're bashing her, but like she obviously doesn't care. Like she's multi.
Yeah, for sure. Like what we say does not matter, and she's gonna keep winning. It's all love. Keep winning.
Yeah, like it's all love.
But damn,
like Bonnie Blue. If you ever see this, like, do you ever just look in the mirror and you're like, wow, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Probably not because you have all this shit in the world.
Yeah.
But like, yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
I guess in her perspective, I mean, she's got millions. She's still getting satisfied.
You only live one life, and she's really living it. You can't hate her for that. It's just different.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy. Like once again, that's an online business.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy how much they make.
Mm-hmm. There's other platforms that I'm not going to mention, but there's other platforms that came up a couple years ago, and now all these people are making money from selling content. People say they don't have self-respect because they do it and stuff like that, but if they respect themselves and they don't really care, then it is what it is. They're making their money, and if they can find someone that's okay with that and they can live a happy life, then all for it. But again, generational, you go back a couple years ago, that shit's not okay.
And then like we talked about it, like care about what people think. Like she does not give a
No. She took the jump, the dive, the fear. She's seen her reward could be a lot higher, I think. I don't really know.
I don't know. I mean, we can't do that.
No.
Yeah, like what do we? No, we can't do that.
No, we would not.
That's one of those things where it's only one way.
Yeah, it's one-sided.
It's one way, unless I guess you're popular in the industry. But I mean, at the end of the day, like you're already in that industry, so
yeah.
But like me, no, there's no shot.
No, you just I don't want to say like it would be embarrassing, but you'd probably end up doing it, and then people would look at you like that's gross. You're like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, everything would be ruined in my life.
Yes.
So definitely not worth the reward on that.
He is not joining that.
No.
Joining that group.
And honestly, I would. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to. Either.
I don't condone it. But like, this is just a joke. By the way, joke. Do not try this at home. Coming from Danny Hammy, mom's always like, I want to retire. Well, I got a way. Do this. I'm
Honestly,
blocking you.
It could work, and then you got to think like Bonnie. If she ever has a kid, come on, you got to think about your offspring and everything you got coming up.
Well, my mom can't have a kid because she's.
Well, I'm just saying, like, for
her
her and she has a kid in the future, it's online. It's not going away. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a hard life for that kid.
Well, hopefully it's not a woman because that woman's gonna follow in the tracks.
Yeah.
Son, maybe he'll just have clout because his last name's Blue. I don't know.
I don't know if it's clout,
I'm
man.
so done with this.
Yeah.
Generational perspective, it's changed. Everyone's got their own thing.
For sure.
But I think growing a business is much easier in today's generation.
Mm-hmm.
Parents don't like the way that everything's changing, but I think
life.
it's for the better.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure their parents told them the same thing. You know, saying like, "What do you mean you're gonna go start a tree business or start a business on the side? You're making $6 an hour." You know what I'm saying? Back then,
$6 an hour.
why would you leave that? But at the end of the day, now it's the same concept. I think it's just gonna happen. It's gonna. I don't know what it's gonna turn into. Maybe actually it's already happening.
Yeah,
It
what we
might.
just talked about.
Yeah, it might be already happening, and we're like, "What are you doing?" But it is happening.
But that would kill the industry. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't make money off that. You know what I'm saying? If everyone did it,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
Well, you got to think of how many people.
you have to make it different. You have to make it your own spin, your own.
You can't
You know what I'm
though,
saying?
because it's just
Yeah, you're right.
Inviting everyone
Yeah,
up.
you're right. You're right.
so. Like my thing is like, the people that started are gonna get the most clout. You might like once again, that's a girl thing. Like I feel like any girl can go make money off of it.
Yeah.
Definitely do not condone it.
No.
Like I need a wife. All right, we can't be doing that.
Yeah, I would not be marrying anyone like that.
Oh, dude.
Couldn't do it.
But what if they're all like that? Free for all at that point.
Yeah, no, yeah. Then there's no point in the relationship at that point.
Yeah,
And I
guys.
think it's going to turn into that now. They're talking about that, like generationally. I don't know how long relationships are going to last with how like the world's going and turning into, because everyone thinks it's okay. There's like multiple people I've talked to, and they're like, "Oh, I have this on the side," and I'm like, "Yep, red flag." We ain't gonna go back to red flags or nothing like that, but that's a red flag that I'm not gonna move past. Like I want something that's mine. I don't want everyone else to have it too.
Imagine telling your kid walks up to you, "Hey, Dad, what's what's relationships?" They took it out of
Yeah.
the dictionary. Well, son, that word was removed a long time ago. Okay,
We don't use that anymore.
you'll learn when you grow up, buddy.
Yeah,
Just wait till you get the FaceTime.
yeah.
Hey, you want to join?
At that point, it's not even gonna be FaceTime. It's gonna be holograms. Holy shit.
You're gonna be able to do it from your bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's it. I'm done with this. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's topics. Faith over fear.
That's definitely the big, yeah, faith over fear. Go do what you want to do, regardless of the fear. Just don't, obviously,
Have self-respect, guys.
and have some self respect. Bonnie Blue, I heard there's a good challenge going around. 100 women versus the gorilla.
Yeah. That should be the next one. Like,
Maybe you should get you and 100 of those guys.
yeah, who can withstand the gorilla? That gorilla ain't gonna do what you think. It's gonna do.
Holy yeah, no, that's a different. That's some different videos you're gonna be posting. You might go to jail after that one. Oh my God, she would not. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's the topics. That's the quick podcast for episode 19.
We're gonna make next week special. Next week's gonna be special. That's the 5-month anniversary. We'll think of a solid topic to talk about.
Yeah,
Kind of reminisce
sounds-
all of our memories.
is
Maybe. Ooh, dude, I got a good idea. We'll say it off camera, but I got a
Okay.
good idea. Maybe maybe for the 6 months we'll do it. Great.
half a year.
Yeah, it'd be dope.
Yeah. Okay.
It'd be dope. But with that being said, guys, faith over fear of what you're gonna be doing in life.
Sure. I'm gonna go get that tattooed.
Yeah. Get it on the other arm. Yeah, that'd be dope.
I'm down. But yeah,
$100. I know, lady.
$100 is solid.
She did a good job, dude. Like,
Yeah, and it's still there after
when I flex, like
how many years?
3.
Yeah, it's still solid.
Like this one's all messed up, but this one's solid.
The stick lines and stuff, it works.
Damn right, bro. It's Expo marker. I just touch it up every night.
Yeah, probably what it is. A little sticker.
But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Guys, go follow the socials.
Yeah,
We're
for
gonna be
sure.
going live here soon. Buy the merch. Support the small brand. We're just trying to make you guys happy.
Yes.
Suggestions on what we can do better with the merch.
Yes, we're gonna do some other videos too, some reaction videos and just short clips on TikTok here coming soon as well. Just talking and interacting with other people
I already got one in mind.
that post crazy things. You know what I'm saying?
But with that being said, guys, this is Danny,
This is Pike,
and this is Dual Vibes.